In the book Swamp Water and Wiregrass, a historical sketches of coastal Georgia, written by George A. Rogers and R. Frank Saunders, Jr., they talk about the Liberty County Christ Craze of 1889. DuPont Bell, a self-proclaimed messiah, and later his successors Edward James, Shadrach Walthour, and Ellen Roberts, would stir the community into a frenzy that no one's ever seen. And before it was all over, within a 2-month period, Liberty County would see death, destruction, violence, and rituals that no church would ever allow. These were not church sermons. This group would work themselves into a frenzy by roaring fire, and everything took place underneath large oak trees near the old Waltheroville homestead place. And from day to night, they would work themselves into such a frenzy, dancing around with torches, making strange sounds, and they would begin to strip off their clothing until they were naked. They would then fall on their hands and knees and work like hogs and leap like sheep, leap to their feet, and run around screaming fire. This was from day to nighttime. Although it was Bell that started the group, he was immediately tried for lunacy and sent away to Milledgeville. But his successor, Edward James, was worse. He demanded blood and convinced one of his followers to murder 2 young innocent children. One of the bodies was found in a railroad ditch by the Walthour Railroad with their throat cut and their ears sliced.
We're inside the old Liberty County Jail. According to documents obtained from records, it was completed in 1882. It was in this jail that mostly all the cult followers and the original 3 cult leaders would end up in prison before being put in a straitjacket and sent to the Milledgeville Sanatorium for their life sentence. Many declared lunatics, others declared charlatans, and the rest of the followers would eventually go back and disperse back into their communities, never to speak of the whole situation again. And a final twist of this whole Liberty County Christ Craze plot, it's inside here, the old Liberty County Hinesville Jail, where the last cult leader, Shadrach Walthour, was found dead. At first, many believed he committed suicide as he was about to go on trial with charges of lunacy. But it was later discovered through their investigations that he had died from several blunt trauma blows to the head, back of the head. And eventually, it would be the jail administrator who would go on trial for his murder. Of course, this was Liberty County back then, and the all-white jury acquitted him.